And also, I'm gonna run it back. I did a video on this, but I'm gonna run it back with young boys thing about Atlantic. As a matter of fact, because I did a video on it, I'm not gonna like do it in info style. I'm gonna just like do my overall take. So yeah. So here are the tweets. Here are the tweets right here. I want to say this: Meekmill and NBA YoungBoy are in similar places in their career, but one is going that way and one's going that way. All right. The common theme about what both of them did was basically show that they want to get off the record label, but for different reasons. So, who do you want me to explain first? I explain Meek's situation first. All right. I'll bring another similarity into this. Both of them are upset about dropping music. Now, let me ask you a question. Why is dropping music such a big thing for these artists on Atlantic? First of all, Atlantic has a really stacked roster. They have all the hot rappers for the most part. Remember, they got Meek, they got Roddy, Kodak, A Boogie, I say Roddy, Richard. They got a lot. Let me say this to y'all. Because YoungBoy was kind of like pretty much saying that the label wasn't too thrilled that he... The label doesn't want either of them to drop. Now, here's the thing. YoungBoy drops anyway. The reason why YoungBoy's mad at Atlantic is, and let's see if we can count it. NBA YoungBoy. I seen some wild stat about the number of records albums he put out. Let's just go to here. Discography, okay? Let's look since 2017. How many projects has he put out since 2017? Okay, 2017, AI YoungBoy. Then he released Ain't Too Long, like pretty much like 2 months later. I don't even know some of these joints. What the fuck? Mastered The Day of Judgment. Are these tapes for real? That's 3. Decided. That's 4. Realer. I know Realer. 5. AI YoungBoy. 6. Still Flexing, Still Stepping. 7. 38 Baby 2. 8. Until I Return. 9. Colors. 10. Let's look at collaborative tapes too. Fed Baby. 11. 12. 13. 14. That's what with Birdman, right? Okay. We're going to get to the EPs, but then let's go to his albums. Until Death Call My Name. What we at? We have 14? 15, 16, 17. Okay? And we won't even count the extended plays. Bro, for an artist to drop motherfucking in 4 to 5 years, 18 projects is absurd. Atlantic's making a killing off YoungBoy. But of course, the greatest thing they do is they only called 3 of them an album. Look. Only 3 of them are called studio albums. Now, in recording contracts, this is how it works. And this is why YoungBoy fucks himself over. But YoungBoy is one of the artists who I like how he does shit. Because even though he does complain about Atlantic, YoungBoy doesn't go cold while waiting on the label. That's why he be mad at Atlantic a lot. Because in an artist contract, and I'm saying that he signed to APG when he just came in. I've seen an APG contract, a standard contract, right? It says this: you're supposed to provide a studio album per year, and the label at its discretion can not force you, but basically have you turn in or count for each year a project to be a mixtape. So basically, they're saying you got to do 2. So for you to complete the album requirement, usually it's 2. Also, they say you have to. They say this requirement is for once every calendar year, right? So if you want to drop 5 projects in a year, it's only gonna be 1 album. They have their reasons like, well, we gotta fully recoup. We're gonna run through the budget, then try to recoup. It's gonna take months. It doesn't happen on a couple spaces of a week. YoungBoy has gotten his fans so used to so many projects that he's exceeded what his contract is. From what I hear, his contract's like 4. I thought it was. I think he's saying it's 3 and an option, which is 4 albums. I thought it was 5 albums. Okay, YoungBoy's dropped way more than 5 projects. Now, why is he dropping those projects? Because that's his way of staying hot. He feeds the streets. Now, he could have got bitchy and be like, well, if they're not going to count one of these to my motherfucking album requirement, I'm not dropping. He would have had a really hard time. Also, what was I saying? I'm sorry, shit. Yeah. Oh, he said, I'm not dropping. Yeah, so basically he could be like, I'm not dropping any music until y'all count to my album requirement. They're going to say, well, nigga, we told you only drop once a year. In the contract, it tells these artists we only need 1 a year. 1 album. It tells you other shit could be used as mixtapes, which don't complete the album if you drop it as mixtape. So YoungBoy, he's gained popularity by just dropping music. Now when he's clouded, he's like his manager or whoever his lawyer is like, yo, they're trying to renegotiate with Atlantic, who probably wants him to stay, and I think he's trying to leave. He's like, yo, I completed this requirement a long time ago. Like, yo, let's negotiate this and third. They're probably looking at him like, nope, nigga, like, we didn't tell you to drop all these projects. So when Meek says he can't drop music, that's not true. He could drop music, it just won't count. So all these YoungBoy projects like Colors is not counted as an album. Like, does Atlantic still get paid from it? Yes. Does YoungBoy still get paid from it eventually? Yes. But it's not an album. So this is YoungBoy's strategy. He's worked for him really well. He turns shit around fast. Let's talk about Meekmill. Meekmill's an aging artist. He don't want to drop 3 mixtapes to get hot, which, by the way, ironically, he just told Roddy Ricch the same advice I'm about to tell him. He talked about being blackballed. The label ain't blackball no Meekmill. You know, like, just like 21 Savage had told me in one of our, like, you know, Modeling My Shoes episodes. Why the fuck would a label blackball you when they make money when you make money? If I have you signed to me, why wouldn't I want you to win? When you make money, I make money. So that whole thing about, like, so-and-so blackballed, no. The point is this. Meek has one more album on Atlantic. And he's realizing, and this is kind of what I heard, Meek wanted to drop another project quickly to get the taste of what he did on that album out people's mouths. They said, oh yeah, you could drop it, but it's a mixtape. At this point in his career, especially with him contemplating leaving, he don't want to do a mixtape. He want to do an album to get out of the deal, but the label is saying, no, you don't have to give us an album until was it August or whatever the case is? He said some month. And we're fine with it. So the whole point of what I'm saying is like, yo, listen.